So, welcome everyone to her story. It is a puzzle game in a way, where we're trying to solve a murder, and it uses different type of video footage, and you gotta put them in order as a puzzle to find out what's going on. So, let's start. Okay, so murder. So let's start with the red dress. Oh, wait. Okay, so raping. Introduction to the logic database. Computer technology is the backbone of modern police work. The logic database is one of many continuing efforts to digitize our workflow and preserve evidence in a manner which will allow you to work more efficiently. In the coming years, the computer will continue to be most relevant in your crime-fighting toolkit. This database contains footage transferred from the existing homicide and serious crime tapes archive at Portsmouth. It has been automatically sorted using ASR technology. Each statement made by the interview participant is stored separately so they can be tagged for submission to court. The audio has been digitally stenographed and the content of the testimony is attached to each clip. To retrieve a clip, type in a word, robber, into the search field, click search, and the database will return all clips in which the speaker uses that word. To narrow a search, use multiple words, robbery supermarket. If you're working for a printed transcript, you can be even more precise. Use inverted commas to search for exact match against the start statement. Yes, I was there. To store a clip for a relevant clip, add to session. Also, if you wish to add additional tags to your own to help future search, please add user tags. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so hey, here's the database. I filed a freedom information form to get your guest access. Everything seems to work. We transferred the videos of the original tapes in 1999, and then the Y2K thing hit, and they got installed. One has touched them since, and I can't find the server with the detective footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in '97, but figured this would be enough. Take your time. Hey, if it's something fun to play with and allows people to enjoy, then might as well, you know? Sometimes, yeah, it kind of sucks that you have to read it, and might as well just read it out loud for people to, you know, have it like a audiobook. So audible. Okay, so there's a hack. One for the runs, classic 2-player strategy launch game. And it has a face cracks with class. Akryen. Alright, so let's see the first video.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Okay, so Janaric, so she's asking, and she had a red clothes. Vamos a checar un momentito. Alright, so there we go. Vamos ahora a ver with her blue clothing. So tiene que ser un momento diferente.
Yeah, that's me. But February, and that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Okay, so Simon is murdered. Ethan says she was there apparently.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
Okay.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other, just that. Stories.
Okay. So either we had her 3 times maybe for now, then entrevista. She had a red coat, she had a blue shirt, and then she had like a white long sleeve shirt. In todo este proceso, apparently Simon got killed, and then something happened. So if we add to session, so let's add all of them to session. That'll be 4. Now let's look for Simon. And now we have a lot for Simon, because Simon was the one that got killed, apparently. Y ahora vamos a comenzar. So, poquito a poquito, a comenzar a identify words and keep building the type of movie it should be.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Okay. Simon does the more special work, mirror making, feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things.
Okay.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. I bought a photo instead of spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have.
Okay, so maybe there was a relationship.
It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock.
The Rock.
It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games, you know, climb the tower, save the princess, that kind of thing. Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
Okay. So, si él es super nice o tranquilo, yet he got something happened to him. Entonces, no puedo coger los 5 que tienen Simon. Entonces lo que es un weapon, there's only one que is a weapon. I'm with Simon. Huh.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
It's weird.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share.
Okay, so
Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon.
So
We both went. Kept changing places in the toilet. We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me. But that was it. We didn't want another Carl on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him.
Okay, so get this on the side of his cara.
I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
Her face is not really... Oh, okay. She's too happy about it.
No. the parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard.
The fuck?
It's like I suddenly didn't exist.
You stayed in the attic. That's.
I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognised me, I started wearing a wig.
What the fuck is going on here? It's like
Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD.
Okay.
When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter.
Okay.
Flush.
So, there was.
If anything, I was getting skinnier.
And apparently, she's the one interviewed multiple times to try to solve the murder.
We talked about what to do.
But the problem is,
was it time to become our own people?
with the freedom of information,
that seemed like the right thing to do, but
the database that the
neither
police
of us wanted
had,
it.
we can only search for words, and that
We
allows
agreed
us
that her
to
and
see,
Simon would get their own place as soon as possible,
to see the
and then I could
we
move in.
can't see it completely. O sea, no
That
podemos
was
verla
the
todo en
plan.
orden. And entonces we're trying to form her story of what the hell is going on. And what the fuck was that? Oh no. I mean, that looked fucking scary as shit. Okay. I have no idea. It was not a horror story. It was supposed to be a
Hannah had a
detective.
miscarriage.
And of
This
course,
was late in the pregnancy, and it left her infertile.
it suddenly
Felt like
became a
the
horror
universe
story, and
said-
now I'm fucked.
Corrected its course.
Because I thought it was gonna be a detective story,
You were
because it got
right.
recommended as a detective game. And in no shape or form it did say it
But
was horror.
Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then
So she, me cago. Okay, that's me. That's the guy.
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being.
So she was pregnant too then. Okay. So we're gonna look for Carl. Because we had a mention of Carl here. And she actually mentioned that before. So it's a word detective game that you keep finding out. Yeah, the whole fucking mystery is just gonna fuck with me, and it's gonna be horrible. So you gotta type the words and find out what's going on, and then slowly but surely keep building on word on word. Maybe the music helps you find the right way, maybe not. But the whole concept is that we gotta type the words, and since all this is typed already, we're gonna find out what's going on. So, as we can see, when she has her white blouse or shirt, that's the end. So that's like when it's gonna end. That's the last interview, how it all ended. So anything before that is what we are looking for, to build the story, to understand what the fuck is going on.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl.
Okay, so
He
here
was a
we go.
local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.
Okay, so yeah.
No, I was 15, Carl was older, 17 I think.
Okay. So that changes everything now.
I was really into him,
Hey, Diana.
regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once.
Esto es un editor de policía, porque claramente los videos van a estar mal organizados.
So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months.
Esta casa está bien
It
rara.
was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
What the? No, espérate, eso tuvo un giro ahí super random. Okay.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
Sí, que mataron que estamos tratando de resolver. So, vamos para acá otra vez. ¿Qué fue lo del
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. Hannah liked a boy. I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Which you guys killed. Okay, so Hannah. 18 entries de Hannah, pero nada más te dan ver los primeros 5 y después seguir con eso. Okay, so this is the worst database we have ever seen in our life. Pero, okay, so it's interesting. So they used to work together. Entonces, la tipa no existía cuando ella era más joven, cuando tenía la camisa azul que tiene el tatuaje sacado. Pero entonces, cuando está con la blusa blanca, cuál es cuando ya la están como que arrestando y cosas así, ella sale con toda la información diciendo de esta muchacha de Hannah. And it doesn't make sense. What the hell is going on?
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H. It's Pandre. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work from here, though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry.
But
Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Wait. No. Porque entonces split personality? Does she have split personality? Okay, so wait.
Hannah.
Who is Hannah? Who is Hannah? You can take the virginity of someone if you're ready.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Okay, so again, we gotta search for Eve. If I knew Morse code, they were just talking to each other right now, like side to side. What's the Morse code? There's something here, but I have no idea because I don't know Morse code. Entonces, aquí, ella con...
Yes.
Like
my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
See, she's not Hannah Smith.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence.
Who cares?
When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time.
Twins.
The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
But yes, exactly. What the fuck?
She recognized me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic.
Yeah.
It was her place.
So we have twins, and one is alive and one's dead, and or split personality. Eve. So there's Eve. All of this is Eve. Okay, so let's go. Eve.
Well, my friend Eve.
My friend
I mean,
Eve.
she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
No, yes, sir. Okay, sometimes when you're in the mindset of trying to solve a case,
Yes.
you realize like you don't
We
go with
fight.
the whole thing like ha 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 surprise spooky
We fought
shit.
on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater.
So
There was
you-
no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and
Okay.
I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown.
America.
But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up afterwards. It was a love-hate relationship.
It's a love-hate relationship. So.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up in the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
Okay. So something Eve. But it doesn't make sense now.
My mother called me Eve.
Okay, mother. There we go.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window.
Okay, we're back to her red dress. Well, red blouse and everything.
She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
Okay. So, and she has a ponytail now. She didn't have a ponytail before.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending.
That's not the Rapunzel.
Is that too much?
That's not the Rapunzel I remember though. But hey, it's a happy ending. We have an achievement now. I have no fucking idea if we actually have an achievement.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother.
Okay.
She was a girl, by the way, the baby.
So she had
We
a
were going
baby.
to call her Sarah.
Sarah.
Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
Sarah y Ava. Esos son los dos.
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale.
Oh, no. Okay, so vamos con Rapunzel, porque yo sé que Rapunzel's gonna lead us to...
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of these in colour?
Mm-hmm.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
So there's something here que no hace sentido, porque why are they interviewing someone that's not for a case? That's technically illegal.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there? We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates.
Hey, el Timo, un placer.
At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between pictures.
El servidor es
There was something
bien
intimate
malo
about
y hay que
peeling back
buscar
and tracing
cada
paper.
palabra y cada
And dressing the
frase
pictures.
para ir poquito a poquito armando el caso o la
The
historia de lo que
Rapunzel's
pasó
hair is cut.
de esta muchacha.
The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Entonces esto tiene aquí un leve mezcla. Es todo pura pista. Y entonces cada vez ves que cambia la ropa y cambia lo que se está diciendo. Y entonces hay que seguir como que tratando de armarlo. O sea, hay que seguir armando las cosas poco a poco. Y a veces hace sentido, a veces no. Como ejemplo, aquí nos dicen de que el pelo estaba en el techo, pero entonces esto, cada vez que tiene el circulito significa que no ha visto esa pista. Y entonces hay que seguir viendo, hay que seguir armando para poder entender qué carajo está pasando.
What kind of hairs?
Y después también tenemos aquí el
You want me to play something?
segmento musical por alguna razón de pelo.
I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay?
Pero ¿por qué tú entrevistas a alguien y le
Probably
preguntas qué
needs
te toque?
tuning. No. It's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street.
Okay. Si me hacen un copyright por esta canción que yo cante, me guay.
Came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the
No, el call center no es de detective.
eldest one pushed the other one in.
Sí, no, eso es lo que estoy tratando de hacer entonces, de seguir rompiendo la canción. Cual ayer probé el juego que supuestamente iba a salir del Epic Game Store, que es como que Curse Royale
But we
de...
only cared for the youngest one. All
No,
that
no,
dreadful wind. The eldest envied her sister fair.